Today, let's talk about your next hire. And nope, I'm not talking about a person. I'm talking about an AI marketing assistant. We're going to dive into how this new kind of teammate can be an absolute game changer for your small business.
So if you're running marketing for a small business, this probably looks incredibly familiar. You're the strategist, you're the copywriter, the social media manager, the data analyst. It feels like you're juggling 10 jobs at once. And honestly, it can be totally overwhelming.
And this is just the daily reality, isn't it? There's this relentless demand for more content, the budget is always stretched thin, and there are never, ever enough hours in the day. On top of all that, you have to stand out in a noisy world and keep your brand voice consistent everywhere. It feels like an impossible task sometimes.
But what if you had a new kind of teammate? We're going to completely reframe how we think about AI. Let's stop thinking of it as some complex, intimidating technology and start seeing it as what it really is, an accessible, helpful partner for your business. And this right here gets to the absolute heart of it. The goal isn't to replace you, not even close. The goal is to free you. You let the AI handle all the repetitive data crunching tasks so you can focus on what only a human can do. Things like building relationships, thinking strategically, and dreaming up that next big creative idea. I mean, the difference is just night and day. Before, marketing was often this slow, manual grind based on guesswork. With AI, your workflows become automated and super fast. Your decisions are driven by hard data, not just intuition. And this means you can get hyper-personal, making every single customer feel seen in a way that used to be only for giant corporations with massive budgets. So how exactly does this AI teammate help you out? We're going to break it down into 3 key jobs. First, we'll look at unlocking your content and creativity. Second, connecting with your customers on a deeper level. And third, driving smarter growth for your business. First up, let's tackle one of the biggest headaches for any small marketing team. Just creating that constant stream of high-quality content. We've all been there, right? Staring at that blinking cursor, just feeling the pressure to post something. Well, think of your AI teammate as the one who breaks that cycle for good. It becomes your engine for keeping a steady flow of content going, keeping your brand out there even when you're stretched totally thin. So how does it actually work? It's really as simple as giving a quick briefing. You start by choosing what you need, like a blog post or some ad copy. Then you feed it your key ideas, your core message, and your goals. The AI takes that brief and boom, generates a solid first draft. You literally go from a blank page to an almost finished piece in just minutes. And the impact of this is just huge. We're talking about a potential 40% reduction in content production time. For a small team, that's not just a number on a slide. That's days, maybe even a whole week of your time back every single month. Time you can now spend on actual strategy or, talking to your customers. Okay, so you're creating content way faster. That's great. But speed is pretty useless if that content doesn't actually connect with anyone. So that brings us to the second job for your AI teammate, creating the right content that builds real, lasting customer relationships. This is where AI basically gives your small business a superpower. It can analyze your customer data to find your perfect audience with laser precision. Then it helps you craft hyper-personalized messages that speaks directly to them. It'll even adapt those messages for different platforms automatically so your content always feels like it belongs. But here's another classic challenge for small teams. When you're moving fast, creating all this content across all these different channels, how on earth do you make sure it all actually sounds like it's coming from the same brand? Simple. You give your AI a memory. A lot of these platforms act like a personal brand guardian. You can teach it your brand voice just by letting it read your website, and it'll learn your unique style. And you can give it an info base, which is really just a cheat sheet of key company facts to make sure every single thing it creates is not just on brand, but 100% accurate. So now you're creating on-brand content that truly connects with the right people. Now, for the final piece of the puzzle, growth. Your AI teammate also happens to be a powerful analyst, making sure every dollar you spend is working as hard as it possibly can. Take something like A/B testing. If you do it manually, you might test 10 variations of an ad? An AI can test thousands of combinations at the same time, different headlines, images, you name it. And it learns in real time which ones are working, and then automatically shifts your budget to the winners. It's optimization on a scale that was just impossible for a small business before. AI also unlocks insights that used to be reserved for those huge corporations. It can scan all your reviews and social media mentions and tell you how people actually feel about your brand.
It can use predictive analytics to flag customers who might be about to leave you. And all the while, it's automating optimization, adjusting ad budgets on the fly to get you the best results. And, maybe the best part is that this isn't yet another separate tool you have to manage. These AI platforms integrate with the tools you're already using every day, like Slack or Google Docs. This gets rid of all that tedious copy-pasting between apps and lets you go from an idea to getting it out in the world with zero friction. Okay, so we've seen what this amazing new teammate can do. Now let's talk about actually putting it to work for your business.
So let's just put it all together. Think of this as your AI teammate's job description. Its job is to tackle content creation to save you time. It builds stronger customer relationships through personalization. And it maximizes your return on investment by constantly optimizing your campaigns.
So the big takeaway here is simple. AI is your supportive ally. It's not some scary, complex thing. It's here to automate the boring work so you can focus on strategy. It gives you the data you need to make smarter decisions. And most importantly, these superpowers are no longer just for the big players. Affordable tools have made them accessible to everyone.
And that really just leaves us with one final thought. If your new AI teammate takes care of all the routine, repetitive, time-consuming stuff, what big, creative, game-changing idea will you finally have the time to bring to life?